Alright, what is up guys, Poke here with a World Cup replay this time. I'm versus Gypsy King. I'm sorry that I didn't upload previous week, but uh, no worries though because I'll be uploading at least 3 videos this week, so yeah, gonna make up for that. And yeah, I will be more active this week. I should be uploading videos more often. Maybe not though, we will see. But there will be 3 videos for sure because I already have all my World Cup games done. So look forward to that. And yeah, so uh, when I was looking into this match, this was a team made by my boy Trosco, especially defensive Gastrodon standard with Earth Power. Life for attacks, Torn with Hurricane HPIs, Heatwave, and what was the other one? Superpower, yeah. Mew, physically offensive, Ice Beam to check Zygarde better. Bulu, SD, Grassinian Z, standard to break stall. Heatran, special defensive, Lava Plume, Taunt Toxic, Rocks, all that good shit, and last but not least, Choice Banded Weavile in the back, which is going to be very useful to clean in the late games. So, looking at this matchup, the only thing that could be problematic will be like spikes if I let them go up very easily, and a weird big thing is said, but it will have to be grass. It will have to be like a grass move or something to damage my team. So as long as I play around the Zygarde well enough, I should be fine to go. But you guys will see. So let's start with it. I'm gonna lead off with Gastrodon. The reason behind this is because the leads will be something like either Greninja, Lando, or Victini. But the thing is, without hazards, he cannot do anything, so I can't expect him to lead off with either Greninja or Lando, so to set up hazards as quick as possible. Turns out it's the Greninja, and unless it has a grass move, I'm pretty safe with Gastrodon, and the grass move isn't really common, so I'm not going to scout it because I will lose a lot of momentum if he spikes here or something, and if he is protein, he can damage my Mew pretty badly. So yeah, grass move Greninja is not common at all, at least now. Like, Gastrodon isn't a common Pokemon to begin with, so there's that. And yeah, I'm going to throw out a Toxic, because even if he goes Mayorina, I will Mayorina the Headland back any set. So yeah, I'm just going to throw out a Toxic. Turns out he's Ash Greninja with spikes, no problem though, because I'm gonna be able to throw out another Toxic. Ash Greninja is usually Specs with a filler move. In the last move could be Spikes, Ice Beam, or Extrasensory. Also, it's Spikes now, so there's no way he's going to stay in again, because I have him in the back and I could defog pretty easily, and I could have gotten a Toxic off for nothing. So I'm just going to throw out the Toxic. I catch the Alomomola, which is going to be huge later on to clean with Weavile. So yeah, I'm going to go to Heatran here because I need the rocks ASAP for the Victini, and there's not many hazards to begin with, so he goes to Zygarde here, no problem. I'm especially defensive Heatran, so Alomomola cannot do much. So he just throws out Banded Thousand Waves, checking what's my switch into the Zygarde. Because that's banded, I'm gonna be able to roost off this pretty easily. I have the Gastrodon in the back, so no problem. Like, unless he flinches me here, I'm in a good position. So I already took off like 36% of the Greninja, so yeah, I just recover here. It's going to be a little bit of a long battle, but Here I just go to Bulu because I don't mind if it gets toxic. Like there's grassy terrain and horn leech to recover. So here I throw out the Gracin's good hammer. Reason behind this is because he will either go Landorus or Mayrna. Mayrna takes 70%, so yeah, it's getting damage on the Mayrna. It's going to be really huge for Weavile later on. So yeah, he could also go Landorus. He happens to go Landorus, and he's I'm going to do like what 70% off. Yeah, 72. If I SD'd there, I would have gotten a kill, but I wouldn't have gotten. Yeah, if I SD'd there, like, okay. I just went for the Garcinci because he could go Victini if he wanted to and tank. And if I went for the SD, it would have been a loss of momentum. So, like, this covered every option. So I don't really have to outplay the matchup because I have a really huge team advantage, as you can see. So I can just play safe and throw the Bloom Doom right there. There was no reason to go for the Protect on Alomola there because I could have SD'd and that would have been an auto kill. So yeah, I don't think he wants that at all. So yeah, I'm just going to go to Gaston here because it's pretty much the wall. Come on, it's just going to wall the Mayrna for days. So here I can just recover so that I stay healthy for anything else. I can go to. It's going to be a stalemate at this point. Like there's not going to be any process here. I'm going to play patient so I can study his patterns. What are the plays that he's going to make and things like that. Just hold it to stay healthy, to see what he's switching, so that I can play around it later on. So like I said, it's going to be really a stalemate. Unless I burn the Tiger here, but like it doesn't happen. So here I think he goes for the Outrage if I remember correctly, because there's no way I stay with Heatran. And there's grassy terrain up, so like Mew is going to. Oh no, it's not, like it wasn't the turn to Outrage there because yeah, he just fished for crit because he doesn't have any other play really. I just spam soft boil so that I can stay healthy, roost, whatever. Can go to my Bulu here to study what is he going to be switching, because he can easily go to Victini here, but I guess he feared the Stone Edge. But he already saw I had Horn Leech and that I pretty much just merged his Lando, so it pretty much says that I already have good hammers. So like Victini was pretty safe, so I was just studying his plays at this point. Here I could toxic the Zygarde, but he's going to Outrage, so there's no point. I need Gaston healthy. Yeah, Mew gets to hit KO, no problem, because I can go to Heatran here. If there's like a 3-turn Outrage, I can toxic it pretty safely, and if he KOs my Heatran at any point, I can just revenge kill it because it's going to be locked into Outrage. So yep, turns out he gets like 3 turns, so that's going to be really bad for him. I'll double here into my Mew because he's either going to Outrage, which is good for me because I could like sack the Mew or get a roost off if he hits himself, and he either goes to Landers or Alomola there. So I just defog because the spike is really annoying. More annoying than the rocks actually, because my main way of winning this game is going to be Gastrodon. So I just spam defog here to make sure he stays in. I just kill him with the Ice Beam. Greninja comes in, no problem though, because as I already said, I have the Gastrodon in the back, and as long as I don't get flinched, it should be good to go. So yeah, just spam recover here, no biggie. I can just go here into my new to defog the hazards away because Landorus is already gone, so he can toxic me here all he wants, but it doesn't matter because in the end Tiger is going to hit KO me with outrage regardless, so getting Mew toxic isn't the worst. So I just switch out here into Heatran to get more lefties back. The Heatran is healing up slowly but surely, so he's going to go to Greninja here. I'm just going to set up the rocks back up. There's no reason to risk the Heatran here, so I just go to Bulu in case he wants to spike up so that I have a little bit of initiative. I can set up an SD here pretty easily so that I can weaken the Magearna because I have good hammer and Grassy Terrain is going to do a lot. And if I weaken the Magearna, Weavile is going to go ham, so at this point Weavile has a really good time dealing with this team, so I'm just going to go to my Heatran because it's not yet in range of knockoff of my Weavile. After rocks it is, so Heatran, I'm just going to sack my Mew here because it doesn't even get to KO by arrows. I think he could have gone for arrows, but yeah, he just goes for the outrage. And if he gets 3 turns outrage, I can easily revenge kill him with my Tornadoes, which has hidden power ice. So turns out he gets 3 turns. It's fine. I'm just gonna revenge kill it. I was a little bit lucky there, but it's going to. Sorry guys, I got interrupted there. As I was saying, I'm just going to revenge kill the Zygarde with the HPIs. He got a little bit unlucky there, but it's going to make up here because I'm going to miss my following 2 Hurricanes, which would have done a lot to Alomomola because I'm life 4 and it's Hurricane, so I mean, yeah, 1 for 1, right? So just miss Hurricane twice, which would have destroyed Alomomola because it's toxic. So here I'm just gonna make sure that my Magearna doesn't come back because I need that weekend. So I'm just gonna go for the Heat Wave so I prevent any Magearna shenanigans. Just gonna go to my Heatran here. He's going to go for the big rate. I guess predicting my Gastrodon because it's physically defensive. No, it's specially defensive, so it will have done a lot. I'm just gonna try to make sure it's in knockoff range or whatever. Well, it's always in knockoff range, but yeah. Here I just spam Lava Plume just to get damage on the Victini. I'm just stalling out Trick Room at this point. Sorry that it was a little bit back there. I didn't expect him to be Trick Room Victini, which is actually a really cool set. It could pretty much destroy these Lando kind of teams. He told me after the match he was Izium C with Icy Wind. I was scared all the time about like a Grass C move, so I never went to Gastrodon there. I had no reason to because I think I win either way. So and if it happened to be Grass, like even if my Heatran was sacrificed and he didn't have Grass moves, so yeah, like Gastrodon wins at this point and like by itself, so there's nothing to worry about. I was just worried about Grass move Victini, so yeah, there's that. Just gonna continue with the replay. He went for the wish just to make his Victini get healthier. Just gonna go for the Lava here because I'm slower in I'm faster in Trick Room, but I'm slower and I can taunt pretty freely. He knows that because he already showed Trick Room, so yeah. I'm just going to knock off here because it gets a kill. There's no reason to pursue because that Victini was most likely going to be max HP, so he could have lived pursuit, I think. And like there was no reason to not go for the knockoff there, so yeah. Here I was Weavile versus Greninja. I win the game by just knock offing the Greninja because it gets rid of its specs And even if he gets a crit with Hydro, Gastrodon still walls because I knocked off the specs, so I could just spam recover and beat the other two. It could have been dangerous if he froze me. No, if he flinched me a bit, but that was unlikely. And even then, I think I had Tornadoes in the back because he was toxic. So Greninja would have died eventually, and then Tornadoes cleaned in the end. So there was no reason to not go for the knockoff here. And as you guys can see, there's just no way I can lose this game because I have Earth Power. So yeah, it's going to be just me clicking Earth Power over and over again and winning the game. So yeah, that was a very good game, Gypsy King. You played really well, but I don't think you had the best matchup of, like, you didn't have the best matchup, and it was understandable that, like, you lost the game because it was a really tough game for you to win because Gastrodon pretty much walled his entire team. So yeah, as you can see, Gastrodon putting in work even though it's not like it's not a very used Pokemon, but I think it has potential. So like, as long as you don't get flinched, it's a good Pokemon. But the thing is, it's really passive, so it gets a lot. You give the opponent a lot of chances to go for the flinch and things like that. So yeah, GG's Gypsy King. No worries, guys. I will be uploading the rest of my matches in the following days. So yeah, this week is going to be cool because I'm gonna be uploading more videos. So yeah, see you guys. Peace.